Have you ever been followed by someone, but when you look at them, something's wrong, something's off? That's exactly what happened to me, but I wish I had never looked. It was a late evening, and I was walking home from work, tired and ready to collapse into bed. The streets were empty. The only sound was my footsteps echoing against the pavement. As I passed an alleyway, I noticed a man standing there. He was just standing, completely still. At first I thought he was just another late-night wanderer, but something about him made me pause. There was something unsettling in the way he stood, too rigid, too perfect. I kept walking, trying to shake the feeling of being watched. But as I turned the corner, I heard footsteps behind me, matching mine exactly. I quickened my pace, hoping it was just my imagination. Then, I looked over my shoulder. The man was still there, but here's the thing. He didn't have a face. No eyes, no mouth, just smooth skin where his face should have been, like a mannequin. I froze. I tried to convince myself it was a trick of the light, or maybe I was seeing things after a long day. But when I looked again, he was closer and closer. His presence felt like an unbearable weight on my chest. I started to run, but his footsteps didn't change, still perfectly in sync with mine, growing louder. I could feel him behind me, and the air seemed to grow colder the further I went. When I finally made it to the door of my apartment building, I dared to look back one last time. He was standing in the street, not moving. His faceless head tilted, as though he was waiting, watching. And then just before I closed the door, he stepped into the shadows. I didn't sleep that night. I couldn't. I kept hearing the footsteps, always just behind me. And sometimes I still hear them.